I should probably get my chat set up with YouTube. Does Streamlabs even work with YouTube? I wonder. Log in with YouTube. We're gonna see. Select all. Terms of service have changed. Alert box. Yep. I'm gonna have to change a lot if I want to switch over. It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a little bit of time. So, chat box. Wait, does my chat box still work the same? Or do I have to get a new one? If I type in my own chat, it's not gonna show up on OBS, is it? Or on stream? No. So I need to redo this. Oh my. Weird, it doesn't look like it wants to work with YouTube. Oh, now it might work. If I type in my chat, is it gonna show up? Yeah. You gotta get the alert, you gotta get the donations going here too, hopefully. Where's a good spot for chat? I won't worry about that right now. Worry about getting the donation alert changed as well. Alert box. Alert box. Is this what I'm after? And so if I test that, does pop up there, test. Same deal. Yep, that worked. What about... Will it... Okay, so that works too. Alright. And then we will... Oh, is my stream title... Kind of hard to figure out, but I think we got it. Do I got auto moderation? So that would be under stream element, I think. Login, YouTube, that. I just want to make sure I have these things. Update my details. Yeah, that sounds about right. Streaming tools. Not elements. Dashboard.
Spam bots, follow bots, and hate-filled bot raids can really suck the fun out of your stream. But have no fear, because today I'm going to show you how to set up the built-in Twitch tools that will completely before going live. Well, everything you need these days is built into Twitch. When I started streaming, I needed external tools to do everything we're doing today. But now, you won't need to give moderation privileges or access
That's just Twitch. I'm not gonna do it on YouTube. Oh, chatbot, here we go. Didn't I have this enabled? I don't know, for now we'll just kind of run with it, I guess. We'll set up more as we go. Probably. That's what I'll do. Okay. Seems about right. Although maybe the bitrate could be a little higher. If I up the bitrate on $13,000, we'll do. Wait, I might have messed up something a little bit. We'll see. Give me 1 sec. We'll get playing here in a minute. Okay, I think the garbage can smells. I'm gonna take care of it. All right, we better play here. Okay, let's finish setting up this here. So we want, for recording settings, we obviously want 1440p, which we have. The recording we want at... We're gonna stop recording, by the way. I don't know why I was recording in the first place. Okay, recording we're gonna want 13 or 12,000 bitrate. Ultra low latency single pass. High. Enabled. Yeah. All looks good. And then for streaming, we're gonna go 6,000. Oh, no. 6,000. Keyframe interval 2. P5. Good quality. High quality. 2 passes. High. And then enabled, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So that settles that. now that we have that solved, we're going to continue setting up CS2. Found life. I need me a dab here in a minute. Okay.
And that can help a lot with visibility and not getting distracted. Realistically, if you're coming from a different game and you have a decent PC, you should probably start with 1920 by 1080, but there's no harm in testing out something like stretched if you think it might help. Now for the advanced settings,
Don't
there's
need
a
it.
few commands that are completely new and pretty confusing, but unfortunately make a big difference. I've done quite a bit of testing to hopefully give you a complete answer to which ones you should use. So starting off, VSync should always be off, and boost player contrast seems like it should be on. However, it does cost a bit of FPS and isn't really visible, so a lot of pros keep it off. Personally, I leave it on, but it's not that huge of a deal. Keep in mind when it comes to CS2, if you have your settings too low, it can actually become very hard to see people, so visual clarity is actually pretty important. MSAA is one of those clarity settings, and if you play close to native, you can really keep it off to save your FPS. However, if you play heavily downscaled, CMAA2 doesn't seem to cause too much FPS and can give you a bit more visual clarity. Unfortunately, despite being one of the most FPS intensive settings, Global Shadows is not one that you only need for visual clarity. It actually has a huge impact on gameplay. If you have it on low, shadows will literally turn off, and if you have it on medium, you'll notice that shadows start to disappear at any reasonable range, so you're going to see most pros have it on high or very high. With that being said, there is currently a trick to keep this on low for the FPS while keeping shadows on by changing some of the settings in your Steam user folder, and I'll show you that at the end of the video, but this might not be around forever. Now the next two, model detail and texture filtering, are really just visual and preference, but if you ever noticed you headshot someone and it looks really weird, that's probably because your model detail is on low. And actually, with two tests on two different PCs now, model detail on medium gave me slightly higher FPS, so it seems like a pretty easy setting to keep on medium. You'll also see a lot of pros use this as well, mostly for visual clarity. For texture filtering, I've noticed consistently less FPS on bilinear compared to any other settings, and would generally recommend the max setting here, Anisotropic 16x. While it's
Alrighty.
possible my testing wasn't absolutely perfect, there's a very low chance this will do almost anything to your FPS unless your PC is from the 90s. For shader and particle detail, in CSGO you often had people with these on high to see through Molly slightly easier, but in CS2, Molly and nade smoke has been normalized and I really can't see any difference. They seem to both be best when set to low. Ambient occlusion, confusingly, can actually create shadows on some walls that otherwise wouldn't be there, and you can actually see inside of the settings menu on the wall here. This also comes into effect in real games as well, so you should have it at least on medium. Now HDR doesn't feel like it does much, however a lot of people have complained about graininess in CS2, and HDR quality seems to prevent that from happening nearly as much. However, a lot of people have complained about grain.
So particle detail low, and then ambient occlusion disabled. Alrighty. We can do that.
Graininess in CS2, and HDR quality seems to prevent that from happening nearly as much. Now the last two are a little more controversial. Fidelity Super Resolution seems to heavily depend on your PC and your resolution. If you play close to native, this can have a huge impact on FPS while not really impacting visual clarity that much, so you can probably leave it on balanced or quality. On the other hand, if you play heavily downscaled on something like 1280 by 960, having this on low will heavily impact visibility, while increasing it shouldn't hurt FPS that much at all, so that's why you'll see a lot of pros have this on disabled. And I found that PC specs have a massive impact on the FPS loss for this one. NVIDIA Reflex seems to be a little harder to get answers on, but generally it shouldn't have a serious impact on performance, so I tend to have it enabled. Enabled plus boost is worth testing, but seems to be most effective on stronger systems by 960. Having this on low will heavily impact vis in two different scenarios on as many settings as quality. On the other hand, if you resolution, if you play close to native, this can have a huge heavily depend
So I want to leave that where it
On
is.
your PC, commercial. Fidelity
I want ambient occlusion off, high dynamic range to be quality. Yeah. That I will leave. Audio I have the settings set that I want. And go over to game settings.
super resolution seems to heavily depend on your PC and your resolution. If you play close to native, this can have a huge impact on FPS or quality. On the other hand, if you play heavily downscaled on something like 1280 by 960, having this on low will heavily impact visibility, while increasing it shouldn't hurt FPS that much at all, so that's why you'll see a lot of pros have this on disabled. And I found that PC specs have a massive impact on the FPS loss for this one. NVIDIA Reflex seems to be a little harder to get answers on, but generally it shouldn't have a serious impact on performance, so I tend to have it enabled. Enabled plus boost is worth testing, but seems to be most effective on stronger systems, so I keep mine on just enabled. Now for audio settings, these are a bit overwhelming, so I tested 5 different players in 2 different scenarios on as many settings as I could, and here's what I found. For the EQ profile, it would seem like crisp is best if you want the most clarity, because it literally says as much, but I've yet to find someone who didn't have a much better time locating sounds on natural instead of crisp. For left-right isolation, the general consensus is that closer to 100% will allow you to hear where someone is generally a bit easier, but will make it slightly harder to exactly pinpoint them in the case that you're doing something like trying to spam them through a smoke. Most
That
players
makes
I've tested
sense.
seem to feel best with this somewhere in the 50 to 70% range. And now for perspective correction, honestly, it seems terrible. I have no idea why this is on by default, and I've seen literally Linus Tech Tips mention that it ruined their ability to hear anything.
Which was, I think it was called Perspective Audio or something. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like why I can't hear anyone half the time, and it's like, oh, careful, you might not hear things as like positionally as you did before, and suddenly now I can hear things and I know where people are by turning it off.
So far as the explanation, it seems to suggest that it
That's
corrects
good.
for the fact that your monitor is physically in front of you and adjusts sounds accordingly, which is crazy. Keep this off, definitely. For the rest, generally I'd keep everything off except for the 10-second warning. Even though the bomb beeps change, I prefer to keep both, and definitely mute MVP music when both teams are alive. Now into your game settings, there are a few things that you should probably change. First, you should have show location and equipment enabled so you can much more easily see where your teammates are and what the odds of them team flashing you in the next 5 seconds are. You also don't want to overlook your minimap settings. Generally, you should probably zoom this out slightly so that you can see teammates on the other side of the map more easily, but it can be tough to see things like the bomb inside of a smoke if you have it too zoomed out, so it can be pretty useful to have a toggle bind to zoom in for those moments. Now, crosshair settings are entirely personal preference, but you'll actually see most pros have some level of consistency in their settings. The vast majority of pros play with a small, static crosshair, usually without a dot. With that being said, if you're newer to the game, having a dynamic crosshair can potentially be pretty useful, and
Yeah, I'm gonna you have to move it quite a ways. That's probably good. That's probably good. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So can having crosshair follow recoil on as well. These two things can give you valuable feedback on where your bullets are going and when you're accurate. Dynamic
Friendly fire reticle warning always on, follow recoil. Yes. Yeah, those are on, and those we want them on.
crosshair, I think in theory you could leave on as long as you want. However, crosshair follow recoil I had on for over a month, and it's got a few specific problems. First of all, it follows recoil on pistols that don't have a recoil pattern, which just makes it really hard to tap someone. And I also found the exact same problem with burst shooting. Regardless, I think these are still quite helpful for newer players. Now, view model is preferred.
Yeah, I don't need that. So I want follow recoil off.
But these are tap some on pit for a month, and it's got a as you want. However, crosshair follow recoil I had on for over a month, and it's got a few specific problems. First of all, it follows recoil on pistols that don't have a recoil pattern, which just makes it really hard to tap someone. Please don't use couch. I use classic because it seems like it's the most out of the way to me, but don't use couch, please. Now, since it seems like model is preference, but these are still quite helpful for newer players. Now, view model is preference, but my god, please don't use couch. I use classic because it seems like it's the most out of the way to me, but don't use couch, please. Now, sensitivity is something that I actually disagree with a lot of people on, in that it's not entirely personal preference.
Where is this in the settings?
But my god, please don't use couch. I use clears.
Under item.
Model is preference, but my god, please don't use couch. I use classic because it seems like it's the most out of the way to me, but don't use couch, please. Now, sensitivity is something that I actually disagree with a lot of people on, in that it's not entirely personal preference. In my time, I've noticed that generally
Yo, what? Okay, we're just gonna run with classic. It's the best.
people that go outside of the more common range of sensitivities usually have a lot of problems in that they suck. If you look at pro sensitivities, you're going to notice the vast majority of pros fall in a pretty specific range. 75% of them are between 600 and 1000 EDPI, and 90% of them are between 600 and 1.2 thousand. Easily the most common actual sensitivity is actually an EDPI of 800, and to me, that's where you should probably start. It's high enough that you can easily turn around, but low enough that you can still be accurate for the micro adjustments that you need in CS. This isn't to say that you can't can't go higher or lower if you want. There are plenty of players that aren't directly in this range, and some of them are some of the best players in the game. But if you haven't played within this range before, you're probably just hurting yourself. Then with zoom sensitivity, I've actually seen some people get obsessed with matching the sensitivity in and outside of the scope so it all feels exactly the same. However, I don't see any evidence that pros are trying to do that, and I don't really think it's worth the time to try. Zooming in will change how your aim feels regardless. Now, before getting into specifics like FPS optimization and auto exec, we've got to talk about keybinds. Most obviously, don't use scroll wheel to go through your weapons because it's really inefficient and gives you the chance that you could accidentally change guns in a gunfight. On top of that, you don't want to be cycling through your nades either. Don't leave it at the default where you have to hit 4 several times to get to a smoke. You'll see almost every pro has a specific bind for each nade. Personally, I use 4 for nade, 5 for flash, 6 for smoke, 7 for the bomb, Z for decoy, and X for Molotov. That way, when I need a piece of utility, I can pull it out instantly. After that, I've for Molotov.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna try this.
You'll see almost every pro has a specific bind for each nade. Personally, I use 4 for nade, 5 for flash, 6 for smoke, 7 for the bomb, Z for decoy, and X for Molotov.
So let's do that. So what was it? Um, 4 for grenade, 5 for... Four for that. 5 for that. 6 for that, 7 for that. Oh, the bomb is 7. So, high explosive flash, smoke. And then... So it would be use. So what the fuck you want 7?
That way when I smoke, 7 for the bomb, Z for decoy, and X for Molotov.
Health shot, I don't even know what that is.
That way when I need a piece of utility, I can pull it out instantly. After that, I've already mentioned the radar toggle bind, but you can also have a bind for teammate equipment toggle if you want. A full screen crosshair toggle is another one that could be added if you don't run out of keys. And when it comes to your jump key, you may or may not want to use scroll wheel to jump. Technically, this is actually a disadvantage since you can accidentally jump and end up dying and losing games because of it. But with that being said, it does allow you to bunny hop slightly more effectively, and most pro players use this. Personally, I actually found it very hard to coordinate skill jumps as well using that many keys with one hand instead of jumping with my mouse. Another couple of binds that you initially aren't given are jump throw binds. In theory, in CS2, you should be able to get consistent jump throws without having a bind. However, it can be useful to have a bind for convenience, and if you ever need a W jump throw, you will definitely need a bind. Most pros will have a jump throw bind as well as a W jump throw bind. In order to use those, you'll need an auto exec, which means you need to go into your launch options. There's a handful of launch options that are potentially useful to have, but first the auto exec. To get one, you need an auto exec notepad, which means you need to find your config file in this folder and duplicate it, then rename it to auto exec, and then you can open it up, clear everything out, and just put in these specific lines. This is the one for a normal jump throw, and this is the one for a W jump throw, which just taps W before jumping, which is a lot less common than a standard jump throw. So if you're more of a beginner player, you probably only need the standard jump throw, really. While you're at it, if you want to adjust shadows so you can keep them on while saving FPS, like I mentioned earlier, you can go into your user data folder with this path, just a different number for the user, and change these two commands in your CS2 video file to 1 and 7. Intel processors options. We have threads and high. Threads seems to primarily help those using Intel processors. For whatever reason, CS wasn't using all of the cores. Okay, look, there's a Reddit thread on this and it explains it pretty well. But basically, you have dash threads and then one number higher than your number of cores, which forces your game to fix everything, in theory. This probably won't work for everyone, and I've tested this with several AMD processors and it hasn't done anything for me. Dash high is a bit more of a risky setting. I've seen it increase some people's FPS by 50 to 100, but it can also cause some instability and game crashes for others. It looks like dash high is more useful for people with modern processors, and older ones might not be able to handle.
So that's a 7800X 3D. I have a 7900X, Ryzen 9 7900X. And so I wonder if this would...
handle the load, so really, unfortunately, the rich get richer. For more FPS optimization, I got some help from Frequency CS on Twitter, who gave me these answers, and older...
Does that work, though? I wonder, should I try it?
Other ones might not be able to handle the load, so
I probably don't need it.
Unfortunately, the rich get richer. For more FPS optimization, I got some help from Frequency CS on Twitter, who gave me these NVIDIA settings that are safe and can potentially give you some benefit. Finally,
okay, we'll do that right now and we'll come back and we'll play a couple games. After I figure out why it's not showing up in OBS. Because that's kind of weird. Oh yeah, because it doesn't work with game capture. I have to do display capture. That is correct. So let's do this real quick. Manage 3D settings, program settings, add program, CS2, and we want application control, anisotropic filtering, application controlled, off application control. Off. CUDA GPUs. I'm assuming that should be, and it already is. Okay. Low latency mode, ultra. Fixed refresh. Yeah. Preferred refresh rate, highest available. Off. Boom. What? Failed to make the changes to my system. Oh well, I think the settings are good anyway. So we're gonna roll with it and play some CS. Yeah. I don't know any callouts, that's the only thing. So I have to join a competitive or a casual because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Let's roll.
First?
Uh-oh, we got a 2-year-old in here. Somebody mute him.
Flashbang. Grenade out! Grenade out! Throwing fire. Smoke out!
Yo, it won't let me shoot. I messed up my keybind.
Throwing smoke. Grenade out. Laying down smoke.
Mid.
Smoke. Incendiary out.
I need to adjust my crosshair more. Come on. Crosshair. And we want to make it. Like 0.9. Fuck.
Bomb has been planted.
Bro, I was adjusting my crosshair, chill.
Yeah, should adjust your crotch hairs, lady.
Terrorists win.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Decoy. Throwing flashbang.
That's so bad, man. Come on.
Incendiary out. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
I think they're, aren't they?
Laying down smoke.
Long. Bomb down, long.
Alright, rotating.
Counter-terrorists win. Nice.
Maybe a little bit.
Throwing flashbang. Move.
That's so tiny now, like what?
Grenade out. Throwing fire.
Damn, nice.
Grenade out. Throwing fire. Live grenade. Incendiary. Grenade out.
Definitely have some live tunnel. Just watch it,
Throwing
man.
fire.
Long, long.
Deploying flashbang. Grenade.
Bomb down, long.
I got you. I don't like the crosshair settings, like, they change more in the game than they do in the actual settings, and so it's a little bit annoying to adjust.
Gear up. We aren't going on a windy walk here. Throwing fire. Throwing a grenade. Throwing smoke. Incendiary. Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang. Grenade out. Grenade.
Cat.
Smoke.
One cat.
Throwing a grenade. Deploying flashbang.
There's more than one.
Well, I saw one. That's what I mean. There's people there.
There's one in the spawn coming B. Both tons anyway. Should hang out in B.
Counter-terrorists.
Good shit.
Stop right in now.
I got a shotgun from the back. Bro. He's sitting in the corner. Come on.
Grenade out. Throwing fire.
I'm lagging.
Grenade.
It's like choppy.
Let's have a lads. Moving here.
I don't miss.
Grenade out.
I took a bit of damage there.
Incendiary out. Grenade out. Incendiary.
Got it.
Throwing smoke.
Got a few in tunnels here.
There's one on cat, one on cat.
Flashbang.
One sitting at a car beyond long doors. Or at least was.
Was there anyone upper tunnels?
There was one towards B, but he's dead. There was a couple in there, though. I don't know if they all rotated or not.
Oh,
One way to find out.
I go all covered. No, they're cat. They're cat. Bomb down cat.
Nice. Alright.
Oh, no, Al. Oh, caress me with those wax, little boy. Oh.
Go easy. Yes.
Why are you 10 years old hacking? Why are you 10 years old hacking?
Why would you shoot him? He's trying to fight. Bro.
Grenade out. The guy's out. Throwing smoke. Molotov.
Nice.
We must win.
I'm about to play this round and then play a competitive after.
I'm throwing a flashbang. Grenade.
And probably not do too good either.
Bombs down in B, boys. I'm going.
To bomb's on B.
Yeah.
Damn, daddy. I'm throwing a flashbang. Bro, how do we fucking get demolished like this?
That was pretty
Oh,
nice.
what the fuck?
That was an amazing flash by the terrorist, by the way. Just great flash.
Who's the fucking threw that?
Oh, I got the bomb.
Time to move, knuckleheads.
Blind 4 of us.
Yeah, it was your teammate. I don't remember who.
Lower tons, lower tons, lower.
Got him.
One T-spawn.
Cover me.
Activating the bomb.
What the fuck is that call out again? It's been so long since I played this game. Ain't that like stairs short? Something like that?
Talking about cat?
Oh, hell yeah. Man, it's been so long since I touched a Counter-Strike game. What the fuck?
Throwing a flashbang. We must move. Smoke.
Three down above mid. I hit both of them in mid there. You delayed the defuse, good job.
Terrorists win.
That was almost an epic play.
Counter-terrorists win. Come on, let's go. Throwing fire.
That was a bad move. I should just play a support role now with this amount of health.
By the box. No!
Throwing the flashbang. Grenade out.
Patience, patience.
Smoke. Flashbang. I'm throwing the flashbang. I'm throwing the flashbang. Molotov.
That was lucky as fuck.
Mid to B?
Yo, splits. I'm gonna go B.
That sounds like.
B is now empty.
They're in tunnels.
I'm throwing a grenade. Smoke. Grenade out. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. You think you can kill us?
Yeah, that's funny.
Together we can do this. Throw in smoke. Throw in a flashbang.
Boom! Oh! I got the kill! Get out of there! I immediately ran along, got immediate headshot, got fragged and incendiary, and still ran away.
LFG, my guy.
That was exciting.
What the fuck is that?
Counter-terrorists win.
Damn, so fast. You guys are getting picked off one by one.
Let's go. Throwing smoke. Flashbang out. I'm throwing a flashbang. Throwing fire. I'm throwing a grenade. Grenade out. Stars. Grenade. Smoke. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing smoke.
Probably past the buying period now. Yep. Oh god, how do I switch that? No, what did I do? No.
Molotov.
What the fuck? Oh, it's H. Be ready for anything.
Counter-terrorists win. Go, go, go. Deploying smoke shield. Throwing flashbang.
What is bro's crosshair? Oh my god. Now that was close. That was real close. I can't go. I'm pinned down.
I'll unpin you.
Hell yeah. Damn it. I thought I could take that.
Oh, if I wasn't flashing, it helped you.
Oh well. What the fuck did bro say? I want to look on the market. Yeah, here we go. They have a list of all the cases, I guess, that they offer. USPS PC GRN. It won't even let me inspect it in game. CSGOstash.com will show. It'll show what I see. Okay, so let's take a look at each case. Yep. Each and every case. So this is a fever case. It'll give you what knives? Nomad knife, paracord knife, skeleton knife, and survival knife. There's some okay looking skins here. That's kind of cool. So gallery case. The M4A1S Vaporwave. That's really cool. AK-47 The Outsiders. That looks really cool. Pretty damn cool. We got Kilowatt case. Which has... I've never seen ones like this before. And that's also a really cool skin. Some of these. USPS Jawbreaker. This is some of the knives from the case. Not that good in my opinion. Dreams and Nightmares case. I think I might have seen this before. Let's see all the possibilities. Bowie knife lore. Some crazy knives here. You'd probably get a lot of money for pulling some of these. Out of a case. Fracture case. My favorite one would be this one. Out of any of them, really. Revolution case? No, it's a glove case. No. I hate glove cases. Yeah, buying skins is better than buying cases, probably, I would say. 150%. If I played it competitive, it would have to be just two. Wait, do I even have the time? I might not have the time. Can take up to 90 minutes. Oh well, let's do it. I've been searching for over a minute now for a game. Put me in a competitive game. Here we go.
Let's roll. Let's move out. Let's have at it, mate.
B.
Grenade.
My bad, I forgot how quick this game put you into the game. I'm just gonna say right away, this is my first game on in like a long ass fucking time.
Here you go.
No worries, brother.
We still won. Haha.
These fellas are gonna regret waking up this morning.
I'll watch long.
Throwing smoke.
It's long. Definitely long.
Bomb still top mid.
Oh wait, word?
There's one more on site, on A site. I think cat.
Yeah, bomb's going cat behind you, purple.
It's low, I believe.
Nice.
Go, go, go. Incendiary.
Flash B.
Throwing fire. Grenade out.
I think they're lower.
I'm gonna rotate back over.
Deploying flashbang.
One more lower tons.
Nothing A. Good stuff.
Drop them, please.
Oh.
Let's have it, lads. Throwing fire.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
happy
down
going
for
A,
a minute.
yeah.
They're mid.
Grenade out. Incendiary out.
CT mid.
We got one tunnel.
Flashbang.
Nice.
King Swiss.
Very nice.
One mid.
Remit. Going cat.
Throwing a grenade. Throwing fire. Throwing flashbang.
Why is my mouse dragging?
Flashbang. Smoke. Laying down smoke. Incendiary out. Counter-terrorists win. There's no stopping us.
Bro, it decided it was gonna start dragging for no reason.
We are out of here. Incendiary. Grenade.
They haven't gone long yet.
Throwing fire.
Bro's been waiting.
Deploying flashbang.
I got hit. I got ops mid.
They rotated out. 2 of them. Lower tunnels, maybe.
I'm having a lower tunnel. Laying down smoke.
Alright, they might fake it. No,
We
no
have
one,
one here.
no
I'm
one
just gonna
crossed.
He's going in. We got no one in. One double door. Incendiary.
It's a bomb short.
Scared the fuck out of me. Little boy was creeping through my window like a pedophile.
Gear up. We aren't going on a windy walk here.
One cat.
Grenade out. Oh, pushing short.
One down long.
They're on cat. They're on A side almost. A orange. Maybe cat. Yeah.
Throwing smoke.
I blinked.
Smoke.
Careful, don't want to peek that op on long.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe. I'm gonna try that again.
Throwing flashbang.
Is he pit?
Nah, I didn't see him.
Up long. Mid, up mid, mid.
The top mid?
Yeah, he's all good there. Incendiary out.
got this. You guys got this.
Counter-terrorists win. You're champion.
Good stuff.
Let's make this Reyes rain. Throwing fire. Throwing fire. Throwing a grenade.
Flash B.
Might be doing a B push.
Grenade. Grenade out. Grenade out.
They could rotate.
Smoke.
Blue's cracked. Blue's cracked.
Wow. They've been going B site mostly.
Remember, this isn't a killing house anymore. This is real life.
Ah, I'm better.
Incendiary out.
Flash long.
Hey. Cool.
Counter-terrorists win.
Ah,
Wow. No, I need to get my score up.
yeah, I mean, this is kind of a blowout, so it's kind of hard to get kills for you.
Blue just goes mid. I love it.
Incendiary.
Plus one.
Might be long now.
Mid.
Ah. Oh, see, bomb went long. As soon as he didn't go long, Arn.
Side.
Throwing flashbang.
Whoa!
Throwing fire.
Oh.
I want T-spawn.
What?
Terrorists win.
We aren't gonna talk about that.
Let's go, fellas. Grenade out. Throwing fire.
Mid. Flower.
Flashbang. Throwing a grenade. Grenade. Throwing flashbang. Throwing
Plus
flashbang.
low. Middle.
Counter-terrorists win. We took the piss out of them.
Vince with the 3K.
We're gonna get that score up.
Let's go. Throwing fire.
Underpass.
Incendiary out.
Nice.
Flashbang. Grenade out. Laying down smoke.
GG.
Absolute win.
Let's go, my brother.
The chances of loss right now are so low.
Alright, we're gonna go B. Wait for my flashbang.
Sir, yes, sir.
We can do that.
You take bomb. Lined up.
Come on, let's go.
Just careful lower tens.
We gotta go no matter what.
Yeah, just wait for my flashbang. 1 second. I have to line it up. I'll let you know when to go.
Oh my god.
I got tapped.
Planning.
That initial push was really effective though.
They stacked it and still couldn't.
They couldn't do it.
Still couldn't do it.
Use your P90, rush B.
We must win.
I'm gonna do that flashbang again, hopefully it works.
Throw in a flashbang. Flashbang.
Once.
Terrorists win.
GG. GG.
It's really that easy.
It's really not, dude. We just got a good team.
True. Well, that was fun. fuck it, I want to do one more. If I want to do one more, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more competitive game. That was fucking fun. That was amazing. So, we're gonna do another one. But first I'm gonna take dabs. Someone discorded me. We're going again, even though it might take a while. Let's do it.
Let's roll.
Wait, what? So that game doesn't even get to get. What the fuck? Find a game. Do it. I need one more win to get a rank, I suppose.
Let's roll. Let's give it to them, boys.
Hello.
Yo.
Two A, 3B.
Remember, this isn't the killer house anymore. This is real life.
Seems like it's long.
4 long.
I got bodied, but I got bombed down.
There's one car.
Well done.
Good shit, good shit. There's one left somewhere.
Diffusing. Right on.
I'll cover long.
Come on, jump, jump.
I hear him long.
God damn, that Deagle skill.
One cat, I think.
One long.
Tunnel clear.
I'm pinned down. They're all long. They are all long.
Incendiary out. Throwing fire.
He's ratting long doors.
Grenade out. Throwing smoke.
Nice.
Grenade out.
Hold it down for 20 more seconds.
Throwing flashbang. Counter-terrorists win. Champion. Move. Deploying flashbang.
All outside long. He's low outside long door.
I stole the AK.
Yellow, do you want me to give you a pie?
Sure.
Let's go.
Thank you. Long.
Oh my god, I got bodied. He just ran and then boom, headshot. Long. Damn.
Throwing a grenade.
Good try.
Throwing fire. Throwing flashbang. Grenade.
Oh. Good try.
Right, lads. We're on. Incendiary. Grenade out.
There's one B.
Looks like it might be B. There's also one mid. Oh my god. That rooster on their team is pretty cracked. We are not okay with them making a comeback like this. One down long.
Two cat. One cat. One's coming down cat now.
Bomb down cat.
There's one in the pit there. Trust. There was two. Oh.
Gear up. We aren't going on a windy walk here. Incendiary out. Throwing fire.
I hear noise over here by B. There's 3B.
Grenade out. Bomb has been planted. Throwing a grenade. Flashbang.
He was standing right there. That is kind of disheartening. Now isn't it? I'm gonna save a few rounds.
Move it, son.
Incendiary long. One in the pit. We're both down.
They're like all ram.
We need to switch it up, do 3A, 2B.
I'll play long.
Grenade out. Terrorists win.
They making a comeback.
Let's go, fellas. Throwing fire.
Long.
Grenade.
I got one down. Good stuff. I am going to op long.
Let's move out.
Damn. My op is down on car.
You want your op back?
Oh, good. I mean, I'll take it.
Watch out. These boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it. Incendiary. Throwing a grenade. Throwing fire. Grenade out.
These whole tunnels.
Fire. Counter-terrorists win. There's no stopping us. We must work together.
Let's go.
Rush B.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Together we can do this.
Rush B. Rush B.
Activating the bomb.
2 mid already. The Deagle is such a gamble, though.
I found him.
Counter-terrorists win.
I'm running P250.
Let's go.
Go B.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I'll watch lower tons.
That's not good. Shall we wait it out and then push?
Yeah, no noise.
We should wait for the first to come down the tunnel. Unless it takes too long.
Oh, 105.
What do we do?
There's one lower ton this year.
I'm going. Window. Indoors.
Counter-terrorists win.
Damn. Let's go long.
This is what we have been working for. Throwing a flashbang.
Bomb, don't go first. Good shit.
Terrorists win. We'll dance on your graves. Planted.
Let's go cat.
This is our fight. Throw in smoke. Smoke.
Putting bomb down.
There's one cat.
I got him. This is going very good.
Don't jinx it now.
Don't worry, it was present tense. Let's go long again. I did not allow him to make it there.
Sight.
We gotta get bomb down.
I'm planting the bomb.
Cat.
Bomb has been planted.
Are you serious? He's gonna get that diffusal.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
That's okay. We're still 3 points ahead. I'm
My
feeling.
bad, thought I planted.
I'm feeling ballsy. I'm gonna use an op down mid.
I'm gonna go lower and try and get a pick on cat.
Let's go cat.
Smoke.
I lit 2 up on A.
Someone could flank us. You never know.
They're all A coming. They're all A coming through CT.
I'm on B. Oh, fuck. Nice.
Let's go long.
They smoked cat.
Someone wants flank.
I got cat.
Is there still one car or no?
No. See.
This is it. Yeah, we're absolutely slaughtering enemy teams. Both games I've played have done really well. Bomb down mid, couldn't win it any other way. They all went B, like what?
One dead end.
Behind the barrels? What the fuck? Y'all got this.
I heard it.
Good game.
GG.
DM. Okay.
We're going to do this.
Only silver too? Oh. Yes, sir. Sure. Oh, cool. I got a purple. Field tested, but hey, it's a skin. Not a bad one. I don't like it as much as this one. I want to watch something. Like a video. Find a video to watch. Oh my god. Okay. What the fuck is this?
Tweeting people calling Asmon a mom. Hassan retweeting people calling Asmon a mom-murdering cockroach farmer and pro-Israel streamer. What is this here? Free speech defenders when you say anything that isn't a slur. Pro-Israel streamer Asmongold misinforms about the meaning of material support. It's not a question whether it's material support or not. I'm going to give you one group of people who thinks that Hassan's stream is material support.
Creating content that glorifies a terrorist organization is material support for the DOJ.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Sure.
I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shoot. This isn't a music video, Hassan.
We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. We love you too, man.
I love you. I love you so much.
I believe what the Houthis are doing is a good thing. 10 toes fucking.
Down. Right, let's give them a peace prize. Let's give them a peace prize.
I think they deserve it.
Yes, absolutely.
Why not just admit that you're careless sometimes too to his fans? It made you look
well,
like...
it's not that he's careless. That's what he believes.
I have no problem with the Houthis. Yeah, because I don't. What do you mean?
Yeah, okay, there it is.
If you think I'm a terrorism supporter for that reason, then yeah, I'm a fucking terrorism supporter. What are you talking?
Okay, well, there it is. You're getting so fixated on the term material. Nobody's debating about the word support, are they? And then here we go. At the first draft of the tweet, I was originally going to introduce Asmongold as mom-murdering cockroach. So Hassan retweeted somebody who, in the follow-up tweet, said that I was a mom-murdering cockroach farmer. And people think that he's not crashing out.
Just for context, this is not the single time Hassan retweeted this account. He signal boosted it more than a dozen times just in the last couple of weeks. I personally keep track of Asmongold's mentions on Twitter, and as you might suspect, I read the worst shit imaginable. And I'm always surprised how these tweets get so much traction. Then I realized Hassan himself is signal boosting them like crazy.
I don't find it to be like personally offensive that like a random Twitter retard is doing this. The problem is that you have Hassan who's signal boosting them. Just don't support terrorists. That's it. This is on his Twitter account. You can see it's his Twitter account. Promoting poorest nation on earth, and they still find time to make music videos. Promoting a literal terrorist propaganda.
Before anyone says anything, I don't want YouTube up my ass, but the video literally has the Houthis doing their infamous One Piece reenactment.
It's a music video. Yeah, it's right here. It's in plain English. It's in plain sight. How's he not banned? I don't know. I'm going to be honest to you. I legitimately do not know. I don't know how you can promote literal terrorist propaganda and nothing happens. It's insane.
It's like oh my god. Wow, that's bad. That's really bad. I'm glad I switched. I think I'm done for the night, though. Yeah, I'm out.